Hey there hunters, Lord here, back with another endgame updated set video. In today's video, we're going to be going over my updated Switch Axe sets. I have 3 different sets for you guys today that I think you're really going to like. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. So up first, in order to avoid everyone asking questions about the Artian down in the comments, we are going to, of course, be using an Artian Switch Axe. These are the highest damage Switch Axes currently in the game, as long as you can get them with a status and power file. Any status is fine, poison, para, blast, whatever you like. I prefer poison at this time, but I will showcase a set later on with blast. As far as relics and reinforcements go, between them, you will want some combination of 5 attack, 2 affinity, and 1 sharpness for all 8 of your relics and reinforcements. I personally haven't got it yet. I got 2 sharpness, 2 affinity, and 1 attack, but something like this will be totally fine. Having plus or minus 5 attack or affinity won't overall make a huge difference in your hunts. The extra sharpness is super nice to have to ensure that we are staying in white sharpness. Since in our weapon decoration slots, we don't really have any room for sharpness management skills, we can slot in some handicraft, but as far as skills go, we want to prioritize other things, so things like Razor Sharp and Master's Touch are going to be kind of bottom tier, but we'll talk about that more when we get to the decorations. Overall, again, the ideal Artian is going to end at 215 true raw, 15% affinity, and 1 sharpness upgrade. You can, of course, go for more attack and drop the sharpness, but I wouldn't recommend it for general use. If you're not huge on the Artian weapons as a backup, I would highly recommend the Rathian Switch Axe, which is Griddier's Landmaker. You get a little bit less slot efficiency, but if you don't like the way Artian looks and you're okay with how Rathian looks, I think that is a great option. As far as armor goes for the head, we're going to go with the Guardian Fulgur Helm Beta. The chest is the Arc Vulcan Beta, the arms are Ebony Adogaron Beta, and the waist and legs are both Gore Beta, with the Challenger Charm 2 and the Corrupted Mantle. For decorations in our weapon, we want 5 levels of critical boost. I like the way that having 2 crit jewel 3s looks, so I slotted those in here. It's technically overkill, but since critical jewels currently in Monster Hunter Wilds do not have combination decorations, I purely did this for aesthetic reasons. And then finally, you'll want some sort of enhancer level 3 combination decoration. I like handicraft, 10 extra units of white, why not? But there's a couple other options you could definitely go for. If you end up using the Rathian Switch Axe, you're going to have to drop down to crit boost 3, but the enhancer jewel will stay. Also, if you're finding sharpness to be an issue, you can definitely drop 1 of the critical boost jewels. It will take you down to plus 34% damage on critical hits, but you could slot in Master's Touch for a lot more units of white sharpness. For the armor, in the head, we will drop a Mighty Jewel. In the chest, we have a Tenderizer and Mighty Jewel. In the arms, I like a Mighty and Shockproof Jewel. However, if you're not playing multiplayer, you can definitely get rid of the Shockproof Jewel to slot in another level of something like Divine Blessing. In the waist is a Tenderizer and Counter Jewel, and in the legs is a Challenger Jewel 3 and 2 Sane Jewels. All in all, for weapon skills, this gives us critical boost at level 5. Our normal hits will deal 100% damage, but a critical hit with no critical boost will do 125% damage, and by upping this to crit boost 5, this makes those critical hits do 140% damage. We then have Power Prolonger at level 3 to extend our amped gauge, which is very important for that full release / spam. Then Handicraft level 1 was my combination decoration of choice, but yours may vary. We then have Agitator at level 5 for plus 20 raw attack and 15% crit when the monster is enraged. Weakness Exploit at level 3 for plus 15% crit when we're attacking weak spots. We also get an additional 10% when attacking wounds, but as you guys know, wounds do not last long, so we do not want to be counting on that extra 10% in order to hit 100% for this set. We then, of course, have Maximum Might at level 3 for plus 30% affinity when we have our stamina bar full. Antivirus level 3 allows us to use that 2-piece Gore Magala set bonus to clear the Frenzy faster and gives us 25% extra critical chance upon clearing the Frenzy. Constitution 2 comes with the armor, but is nice for using less stamina when we're dodging, so you can get back to max might a little bit faster. Burst at level 1 gives us plus 8 raw attack after attacking the monster 5 times consecutively, and will last as long as you keep attacking the monster. Counter-Strike level 1 does work with our parry attack in sword mode, gives us plus 10 raw attack for 30 seconds after landing a parry on an attack that would otherwise send us flying, and then Divine Blessing 1 and Flinch Free 1 come on our armor set, but are just nice skills to have overall. Like we spoke about when we touched on antivirus, we have 2 pieces of the Gore Magala armor, which gives us Black Eclipse level 1. Anytime we're in combat, we get inflicted with the Frenzy. You need to continually attack the monster to clear it. Antivirus level 3 will allow us to clear it faster. And once we clear it, Antivirus 3 coupled with this set bonus gives us plus 25% critical chance. When all of our skills are properly activated, this set will hit for 100% critical chance, which of course means we will be doing 40% more damage than a set with no crit since we have crit boost level 5. And by being aggressive, attacking the monster, and parrying those attacks as we need to, Burst and Counter-Strike will couple together to give us 18 bonus raw attack, which is a juicy addition. Overall, this is probably my favorite set for just general use Switch Axe. It works for everything. Status is just very good for any monster currently in the game. We also get some nice comfort skills with Divine Blessing and Flinch Free at level 1 and that free level 1 slot in the arms. A quick variation of this set would be dropping the Ebony Braces Beta and going for the Guardian Arkveld Van Braces. This will allow you to have a little bit more freedom with your level 1 slots. By jumping up to Wex 5, dropping down to Agitator 4, we're still able to hit 100% crit without the need for the Corrupted Mantle. While this won't do quite as much damage as the other set, it is very close and is just a way to fit in some more comfort skills. You'll have up to 3 free level 1 slots, so you go for something like Divine Blessing or Recovery Up. So I figured you guys would want to look at this, but that's pretty much it for this set. Let's go ahead and jump on to our final set, which is our maximum DPS set without dipping into speedrunning tactics like Heroics. Alright, so for our final set, I wanted to use my Maxroll Planner to showcase this one. Maxroll reached out to me that they wanted to work together with their set planner. I'm a big fan of it. It shows pretty much everything you could ever need. We've got build showcases, we've got strength and weaknesses. We also have some notes, so if you don't want to rewatch this video to hear what I have to say about different things, you can just check out the notes section here, as well as hovering over any skill to see exactly what it does. It's a great planner overall, and I wanted to go ahead and show it off for you guys. I'll have links to all of the sets that I use in Maxroll down in the description and pinned comment, so if you want to pull those up and just have them open on your phone while you're playing so you don't have to constantly open, close, and reopen this video, you definitely can do that. Of course, we're going to be sticking with our Artian Switch Axe. We have the Crit Boost level 5, the Enhancer Handicraft Jewel, pretty much exactly what you'd expect there. However, for our armor, we are changing just the arms yet again. We are dropping the Ebony Van Braces and the Guardian Arkveld Van Braces for the Guardian Fulgur Van Braces in order to get the 2-piece Fulgur set bonus. We'll talk a little bit about that later. So again, the Guardian Fulgur Helm Beta with a Mighty Jewel, the Arc Vulcan Mail Beta with a Chain and Mighty Jewel, the Guardian Fulgur Van Braces Beta that we already talked about with 2 Counter Jewels, then the Gore Coil and Greaves Beta with a Challenger, Counter, Tenderizer, and 2 Sane Jewels, the Challenger Charm 2, and the Corrupted Mantle. All in all, for skills, this gives us, again, Crit Boost at level 5 for that 40% extra damage when we crit, Agitator level 5 for plus 20 attack and 15% affinity, Power Prolonger 3 to boost our amp state uptime, Max Might level 3 for 30% affinity when our stamina is full, and this works great with Fulgur Anjanath's Will. What Fulgur Anjanath's Will does is it gives us a tiny little baby stamina bar on the end of our already existing stamina bar, and as long as your stamina is in that, even if you've dodged and used some of that stamina, Max Might will remain active, so it's a lot easier to keep Max Might up overall. I know a lot of people love this skill for Greatsword and many other weapons, so I wanted to go ahead and toss it in here. We then have Counter-Strike at level 3 for plus 25 attack when we land those parries on attacks that would otherwise send us flying. It extends the effect time from 30 to 45 seconds, meaning we will have a ton of time with this extra damage. Antivirus level 3, again, the same thing we talked about with the last couple of sets. 25% crit once we clear the Frenzy, makes it easier to clear. Weakness Exploit level 2 gives us 10% extra affinity with a bonus 5% on wounds. Then, of course, all the other skills that you know and love, Burst, plus 8 attack, all that jazz. So let's go ahead and go over the strengths and weaknesses. This set is going to be extremely strong for endgame farming, has very high DPS, does a ton of damage with full release spam, and has a long amped state uptime. The weaknesses of this set are, of course, that it is reliant on flinch free level 1. We don't have any free level 1 slots in the set anywhere to get in shockproof. So if you are playing multiplayer, you're going to be reliant on that flinch free 1, as well as having all of your teammates running shockproof themselves. It's also very low on quality of life skills, And I know a lot of people don't like the full release spam, so I also listed that as a weakness. But this is currently the highest damage version of the current Switch Axe meta without dipping into speedrun tactics like heroics. We get 95% crit without the Corrupted Mantle, which just makes the Corrupted Mantle a nice bonus damage cherry on top of this set. And if you ever dip outside of the maximum might range while you're wearing Corrupted Mantle, you don't have to worry because Corrupted Mantle is plus 30% affinity, which is exactly what max might is, so we can stay around that 95 to 100% crit range. Now, if you want more comfort, again, we've already gone over some of those other skills. Got a showcase video here, you're going to be seeing it in the background. It's not using this set, but it is using the first set that we went through, which does not have Counter-Strike level 3, or the ease of use of the Max Might Uptime with the 2-piece Guardian Fulgur Anjanath set, and you'll be able to see just how strong that is, and imagine how much stronger this set would be. Again, I showcased it with a Blast Artian weapon just to show you guys some variety. The Artian weapon doesn't really matter as long as you have power files. Power files are significantly more damage, so it's important to have those. Blast, Poison, Para, I don't care, you don't care, whatever you prefer. And of course, our 5 attack infusions or reinforcements, our 2 affinity, and our 1 sharpness overall. This is ideal. Again, I still haven't got it, but this is what you want to keep an eye out for. You could do 2 affinity here and get 4 attack. You could do 1 affinity here, get 3 attack. Doesn't really matter overall how you get it. It just matters that this is probably ideal right now for Switch Axe. Again, if you want to take a look at any of the sets showcased in this video, check out my Maxroll Planners. They will be linked in the description and pinned comment. It is a great resource, allows you to see everything this set can and can't do. You can hover over any of the skills that you'd like to take a look at what they do, how they activate. Pretty much anything you need, it'll be down there in those links. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. If you did find this video helpful, if you're going to try out those sets for yourself, be sure to drop a like down below. If you're new to my channel, new to Monster Hunter, or if you just like videos like this and you want to see much more, then be sure to subscribe to the channel. This channel covers pretty much everything to do with Monster Hunter. We have set guides just like this one, guides for all sorts of different things, informative videos, tutorials, and much more. And the best way to make sure you never miss an upload is by being subscribed. It's completely free, and you're always welcome to change your mind later if you find the content just isn't for you. With all that being said, I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I wish you all a good day and happy hunting.